Clacton Airshow is a firm favourite on the airshow calendar just because it's a great location. We're sat there looking out to sea. We've got all the land behind us. We've got no terrain issues in terms of putting the display together. We usually get fantastic weather here on the coast, so it's a great location for running a flying display. So the show's evolved quite a lot since I first became involved. There's been lots of changes in the airshow industry generally over the last few years with regulatory changes and safety improvements. So we've had to incorporate those, but the show's also, most importantly, much bigger than it used to be. So it's probably double what it used to be when I got involved for the first time. Yeah, so for this year's theme, we're trying to look at the whole range of aircraft that are available to us in the display circuits. We've got lower powered aircraft, we've got some training aeroplanes. We go back to the Second World War, some vintage warbirds, particularly looking at the theme with some Mustangs to cover the little zippy anniversary, and then right up to the modern day with sort of modern military airplanes and crowd favourite, the Red Arrows. Well, I think everyone clearly will be most excited to see the Red Arrows. That's always a fan favourite, and we've got those at both days of the event, which is fantastic support from the Royal Air Force. I'm also really pleased that we can do the little zippy anniversary and tell a story there with the two Mustangs that we booked to come and fly at the event. So there's a lot of work goes behind the scenes. It's a very complex event here. We end up booking airspace and looking at the first elements of putting the show together a year in advance of the show. So it's a full year's process to put it all together. It's enjoyable booking all the aircraft and putting the theme together. The biggest challenge, I think, running this event is that we don't have an airfield nearby that's suitable for all of the aircraft. So we do have aircraft operating from about 4 or 5 mounting bases all over the east of England. So there's a lot of moving parts, and consequently timings, weather can cause a lot of issues in terms of putting the show on in a neat and eye-catching manner. So I first got involved in air shows about over 20 years ago now, and I think that they're fantastic. It's one of the things that started my interest in aviation, being able to go and see all different aircraft being put through their paces at a variety of locations, both on airfield, off airfield, around the country. And so that's really what I enjoy. Most of my shows are at seaside venues, and it's really great to go into towns and put on flying display events in the middle of towns and on people's beaches. It's great. I think, like I said, Red Arrows are always a great firm favourite. It's always enjoyable to watch Red Arrows. I think I enjoy the warbirds, the old World War II aircraft. Particularly, I think a Spitfire in any setting is a fantastic thing to watch and listen to. So if I had to choose one, I'd probably choose a Spitfire. Well, it's tricky because we're very busy the whole time, really, dealing with, like I said, many moving parts around the country in terms of aircraft. So Thursday evening with the night show, the dusk show, is when we get to calm down a bit and just sit back and enjoy the pyro and watch those fireworks coming off the aircraft. So that's a real relaxing highlight to Thursday evening for us.